Good, happy Saturday evening. It's Saturday, August 22nd, 2026. I'm Riley King, and welcome to WRMK News 12 at 10 p.m. We have a lot of news to get to this evening, so let's get started now. First up, we begin with some sad and breaking news. Charlie St. Clair dies following Ohio motorcycle crash. Longtime Laconia Motorcycle Week executive director and New Hampshire state representative Charlie St. Clair has died following a motorcycle crash in Ohio. The Laconia Motorcycle Week Association says St. Leclerc died at a Cleveland hospital after suffering serious injuries in the crash. St. Clair led Laconia Motorcycle Week for 35 years and also served his community in state and local government. Information about the services will be announced once arrangements are finalized. Suspect in custody after Manchester SWAT response. A suspect is in custody following an hours-long police and SWAT response on Agnes Street in Manchester Saturday. Police say officers responded after a gunshot was reported and determined that a round had traveled through a neighboring apartment. SWAT personnel and canine units surrounded the building for several hours before the suspect was taken into custody. No injuries were reported, and the incident remains under investigation. Epsom woman arrested after I-89 pursuit and standoff. An Epsom woman is facing multiple charges following a police pursuit and standoff that temporarily shut down Interstate 89 in Warner. State police say 55-year-old Dawn Marcuse allegedly fled from police before her vehicle stop near exit 9. Police say Marcuse initially refused to leave the vehicle before eventually exiting and being taken into custody. She faces several charges and is scheduled to be arraigned Monday. Canadian tariffs raises concerns for New Hampshire businesses. New U.S. tariffs on Canadian goods are raising concerns for some New Hampshire businesses right here in New Hampshire. Local businesses say they are dealing with fluctuating costs and fewer Canadian customers and ongoing trade tensions. Manchester Craft Market estimates its business from Canadian visitors has dropped between 15 and 20%. More uncertainty could be ahead, with Canada planning additional retaliatory tariffs on U.S. goods beginning on September 8th. Colebrook woman faces charges after Merrimack police pursue. A Colebrook woman is facing charges after allegedly fleeing from police in Merrimack Saturday. Police say officers responded to reports of an erratic driver when they attempted to stop 58-year-old Lisa Worcester. Her vehicle later became stuck in traffic, where officers took her into custody. Worcester faces charges including aggravated DWI, disobeying an officer, and resisting arrest. The charges are allegations and she is presumed innocent unless proven guilty. Shifting to some news now, let's take a listen to this report from ABC News on the escalating trade war with Canada.
Now to the escalating trade war between the U.S. and Canada. President Trump imposing a 50% tariff on Canadian goods, ranging from building materials to hockey sticks. And tonight, Canada's Prime Minister firing back with retaliatory tariffs, what it could mean for consumers already hit with high prices. Here's ABC's Stephen Portnoy.
Tonight, the new North American trade war, as President Trump imposes a 50% tariff on key Canadian exports. Canada walking out of the talks at the 11th hour.
We cannot accept what they've offered, and we will not give what they've asked.
Canada's Prime Minister claiming tonight that his country has been attacked and now vowing to match the U.S. tariffs dollar for dollar.
We're going to hit back.
The new tariffs will impact just 5% of what Canada sends to the U.S., but they're expected to increase the cost of many products Americans buy, ranging from Canadian beer and whiskey to hockey sticks and building materials like cement. Trump administration citing protections for Canadian dairy farmers and bans on the sale of U.S. alcohol in Canada.
We're moving forward with measures that respond to Canadian retaliation.
The new potential for higher prices for consumers comes just 10 weeks before voters go to the polls. Trump in South Carolina Friday, stumping for Darlene Graham, appointed to her late brother Lindsay's seat in the Senate after his death last month. Graham has Trump's backing in Tuesday's runoff against GOP Congressman Ralph Norman, but she stumbled at this week's debate, unable to answer a question about Taiwan.
I'm not that informed on national security, so...
The president coming to her defense.
She's totally for the military. I mean, she's going to do what the military wants and really what the president wants. She understands that national security is my thing. I watched that. I thought it was a very honest answer, actually.
Trump's record of picking GOP primary winners has generally been quite strong, but in just the past few weeks, Trump-backed candidates have been defeated by their Republican opponents in Michigan, Tennessee, Minnesota, Florida, and Wyoming. Whit?
All right, Stephen Portnoy at the White House tonight. Thank you.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Now, let's go into sports. Happy Saturday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to your WRMK News 12 Sports Report. Let's begin right now. First up, the Boston Red Sox. They are in the bottom of the 7th right now, and San Francisco Giants are currently leading the game. San Francisco Giants are 2 and Boston Red Sox 0. Still no score for the Boston Red Sox. San Francisco Giants are leading this game this evening. San Francisco Giants are 52-76, and the Boston Red Sox are 69-59. Red Sox are currently 3rd in the American League East. New England Patriots are in quarter 4 of their game. There is 14 and 21 minutes left of the game. And currently, Philadelphia Eagles are winning the preseason game. It's a preseason game. And New England, Boston Patriots are 10. So Philadelphia Eagles are leading tonight's preseason game this evening. Philadelphia Eagles 0-1 and New England Patriots 0-1 is 3rd in the 9th, and they are currently winning. Philadelphia Eagles NFL preseason game. New Hampshire Fisher Cats, they had a game earlier this evening, and the final score of that game was Erie Heroes 7 and New Hampshire Fisher Cats 0. Fisher Cats did not win at all this evening. Erie is 70-48, and the Fisher Cats are 54-63. NC Wolves and Fisher Cats have another game tomorrow. They'll be back on the mound beginning at 1:35 p.m. in Erie, Pennsylvania. And tomorrow in New Hampshire is New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Build-up and excitement at Magic Mile has continued ahead of Sunday's NASCAR race at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We can tell you that start time for the big race is now at 2 p.m. due to expected rain. And Sunday's main event is the Dollar Tree 301. That is going to start again at 2 p.m. tomorrow because of the rain. It got pushed to 2 p.m. And that's going to do it for this Saturday evening edition of your sports report right here on WRMK News 12. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great Saturday evening, and I'll be back tomorrow with more sports coverage. Good night and goodbye. Okay, and there you go on that sports coverage right there for all of you. That is for this Saturday evening edition of WRMK News 12 at 10 p.m. Thank you for tuning in. Have a nice rest of your night. We'll see you next time. Good night and goodbye.